Welcome back, Dynamite Pack, to a random video, but it was kind of inspired by the recent announcements for the new Hogwarts Legacy game. I reacted to it here on the channel if you guys want to check that out, but I'm a big Harry Potter fan. As you can see, there's a Hufflepuff banner back here on my wall, and so super excited to get into that game. And I noticed some similarities between it and a mobile game that I used to play here on the channel, which is this Hogwarts Mystery. And actually, they're made by some of the same companies. Portkey Games, specifically, is the one, along with the Wizarding World company and WB, of course. They're all working together. They created both of these games. The mobile game really just didn't do well, I think. I think some people still play it, but like most mobile games are, it became a pay-to-play kind of situation. They really had a good story going. They had amazing graphics for a mobile game, but it had an element that made it hard to really enjoy. And I just have this gameplay for you guys to watch. If you want to watch it through, that's fine. If you don't, if you just want to listen to my little rant here at the beginning, that's cool too. But I decided to just dive back into it and see, like, you know, remember why I kind of stopped playing, because I couldn't really remember why I had stopped. Part of it was kind of hard to make videos about, because you gotta like try to record your mobile phone screen and all kind of crazy things like that. I'm actually recording this on my mobile device as well, so if it's a little shaky and crazy, I'm sorry. Anyway, I was quickly reminded why I stopped playing it, because you are going along and things are fun and great, and then you get to a certain point where you're either out of items that you need to progress the story, or a lot of tasks have a time limit on them, and it will say you can't go on to this task, you can't progress until you wait like 4 hours or so. So that's kind of, you know, not the best kind of gameplay. Obviously, there's ways, if you want to pay real money, you can get the items that you need and fast forward your time and continue playing. And in the past, when I first started the game, I did that for a little bit, but, you know, getting back into it here on this video, as you guys see the gameplay that I managed to get, you know, there was that situation that came up. I got to a certain point, and I couldn't progress until I waited like 4 hours or so. So that kind of makes the gameplay just feel just not fun, I think. You know, having to wait or having to spend money or get items to unlock. There still were some things that I could go do, and one thing I did later in the video, you're going to see, I went and checked out all of the magical creatures that you can adopt. Again, it takes a lot of time because you have to have certain items and you have to do certain tasks to get those items, and those tasks are put behind a time block wall. So yeah, it's not the best gaming system. I get that that's kind of how mobile games work, but it felt like it had a lot of potential, and I feel like there's some things that I see in that game from both the story and like the creatures that show up, and some of the features that I can see that they are implementing into Hogwarts Legacy, the new console game for PlayStation. And that is going to be great, because this game, Hogwarts Mystery, here on mobile devices, it was the kind of game that I felt like if I had the possibility, if I didn't have time blocks and walls and cash payouts and things that like prevented me from playing, I felt like I could have easily spent hours in the world playing. But because they put up those, you know, pay-to-play type things that most typical mobile games do, it did prevent that, like, you kind of getting drawn into the world that they created and into the story. So it was, you know, that's the sad thing, because it had so much potential, as you guys can see on the graphics here in the game. And just like, they continued to add more locations and activities. There's like so much to do, but again, it's all behind a lock, basically, that you have to unlock with your own money, which is kind of annoying. So, I mean, I get that's how mobile games work, but it just sort of like, made the game not as fun to play. So, I'm not going to be continuing that game that often. I may play it and jump in occasionally on my own, but this will be like my last little video, and I just kind of wanted to talk about it because it makes me even more excited for Hogwarts Legacy, seeing that they've taken some elements from that game, and like specifically, there's one thing in the trailer for Hogwarts Legacy. There's a scene where there's like an icy mirror over a wall, and that's a big part of the story in Hogwarts Mystery on the mobile app. Is this like enchanted ice? And so that's cool that they kind of brought that over a little bit as like a little extra detail in in the Hogwarts Legacy game that's coming out. So anyway, this is just my mini rant about why I stopped playing that game and why I probably won't return to it, but why I'm even more hyped for Hogwarts Legacy, because some of those features from that game are going to be in the new game, and you can play it for hours on end with no walls in your way. So, see you guys on the next one. Enjoy the rest of this gameplay, and yeah, bye.
Hmm. Hmm. Ah!
Oh! No. Ha ha ha!